during the 1960s. In the global race to achieve supersonic passenger flight, under the adopted title of Supersonic Transport, or SST, the American concern of Boeing drew up plans for a 250 to 300 seat speedster under the model designation of 2707. This aircraft would have been powered by no fewer than 4 turbojet engines and reach cruising speeds near Mach 3, approximately 2,300 miles per hour. While some development on the advanced aircraft was had during the height of the Cold War period, 1947 to 1991, it was ultimately cancelled in full during 1971. By this time, Europe had already been flying its classic Concorde supersonic airliner, and the Soviets delivered on their Tupolev Tu-144. Lockheed, another contender for the SST competition, also cancelled their L-2000 development in 1971. North American Aviation proposed their NAC-60, which was based on their ultimately abandoned, cancelled XB-70 Valkyrie supersonic bomber. Supersonic airliners were on Boeing's radar as early as the early 1950s, as several design studies were undertaken into the feasibility of such aircraft in the commercial sector. Momentum grew before the end of the decade, and the company began to pour additional funding and engineering power into the concept, which ultimately begat such internal projects as the Model 733. The movement was aided by the political and military race against the East that was the Cold War, with the primary enemy being the Soviet Union. 3 versions of what would become the Model 2707 SST were drawn up by Boeing engineers. The original Model 2707-100 was to feature a variable sweep, swing wing for real-time, in-air changes to the main planes as needed. The Model 2707-200 sport incarnates for additional control, while retaining the swing wings of the Model 2707-100, and the Model 2707-300 with its more traditional fixed-wing mainplanes. As finalized, the canard-equipped, swing-wing Model 2707-200 was to have an overall length of 306 feet, a wingspan of 180.3 feet, and a height of 46.2 feet. Empty weight was to reach 287,500 pounds against a maximum takeoff weight, MTOW, of 430,000 pounds.